And I'm starting right now. Cool. So. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 420 Light if you got him. Welcome to Expert Joints Live. I am Craig X. Click the button. Click the button. She's not Stormy Ent again. She's Sarah Sunday again from the Karma Cup. Unfortunately, we do not have Stormy Ent with us this week, nor will we have Stormy Ent with us as a co-host again, unfortunately. The lovely young lady has had to resign due to her medical conditions. We're sorry that you cannot be with us on a full-time basis, but hopefully we'll get you back again sometime, Stormy. So her worsening lung condition when she had the infection, it's not healing. So she can't really be around smoking a million joints all day. So hopefully we see you again soon. Thanks for everything you did, Norm. We're going to miss you. Moving forward, we've got a great show ahead of us. We had a great show last week. We had Sarah Sunday was here again hijacking my show.
I'm back.
Another hijack.
Yes, very quick.
We also had Marc Clokey to the Kush Cup at Kush.ca. We smoked some weed from MJN Express. This week we've got Ian from the Cannabis Growers of Canada here to discuss the 420 Golf Tournament and Cannabis Cup. Lots more people in the chat. But Sarah, what are you doing here? What's the news? You must be up to something.
I'm on my way back to Toronto, basically, to start getting the entries in next week for the Cup. Yes. So that's my main reason I'm here, is just to remind everybody to get their shit in the mail, put your entry form online if you have not already done so. All sorts of people are tell me they enter, and then I'm like, give me a form. I need paper.
I need paperwork.
I know.
If I don't have a PDF, it doesn't count.
Please, ahead of time, so I have an idea of what it is. Please.
Yes, it's all you need to know. You don't need the organizer.
Tracking number, crazy things like that,
Silliness. Give them the rundown again. Downtown Toronto, October 22nd, 23rd. What's going on?
We are having a festival, a 2-day festival, and we actually start the judging for the Cup portion 3 weeks ahead of time. Judges get 3 weeks to judge. 3 weeks. Ooh. Yep. And I need the entries in September 8th, which is next Thursday.
Shitballs.
Yes.
Get your stuff together, y'all, next week.
Get it going. Things are heating up.
Right?
Yes, right.
Music, DJs, food, speakers, exhibitors, vendor village, farmer's market, if you will, glass blowing, the whole meet and greet, probably this silly motherfucker, and a gajillion categories. How many entrants this year?
15 categories.
15.
Yes.
Indica hybrid, sativa, and then?
What? Organic, CBD, that's for bud, indica shatter, hybrid shatter, sativa shatter, butter, THC distillate, solventless, pre-filled cartridge, disposable pen, edible, topical, and functional glass.
That's a lot new. How do you organize all that there?
I have a team.
Yeah, you do. And the judges' kit last year, I think that I saw would have filled this entire table. It was 15 pounds or something, I heard.
4.5 kilo.
Okay, so 10 pounds for the Americans in the house.
Absolutely.
This year you've got the booths, you got the sponsorship. I'm assuming there's still a few spots still available?
Absolutely. There are a few spots still available. Come on out.
TheKarmaCup.com, you can sign up. You can check it all out. Still reserve your booth space.
Indeed.
Booth space. Spasa booth.
Just a few.
Just a few. And then, of course, if people want to get involved on the actual full-on exposure, entering the Cup and getting booths at the Cup and all the cuppy stuff.
Yeah, go to the website.
Right. Cannabis Culture's jumping in as a platinum sponsor.
Yes, you are. Platinum sponsor.
Yes. The CC Environment has decided to get on board with that. Very cool that they were able to help with that.
You can obtain general admission tickets there at CC.
You actually can. And for more information, you can also check out the KarmaCup.com website that we've got here. Press the button, the buy ticket button. Boom, 50 days. Oh, it opened up the window in a different window. I won't keep it in this one. It normally takes you to another window.
I guess it does.
Okay, see what it does is it popped me up in another screen. It doesn't do it in my broadcaster. But you can get tickets by clicking on the buy tickets here or here, and to tickets up here. It'll probably be flashing a little bit. $10 to get in for a one-day pass, $15 for the weekend. That's a pretty great deal.
It's an accessible event.
I like it. I like it. Sarah, you're so fun.
Yep.
You had a good week out here. You were at the bio over the weekend, weren't you?
Yes.
I heard it was a little rowdy.
It was dramatic. Yeah. But
the Karma Cup's going to be a lot I know that for sure.
No drama zone.
No.
No drama zone.
Any news? Anything else? Any other plugs you need to know?
Dang, I don't know. I can't really think of anything. I guess if you want to judge, there's a couple judges passes. Go online, press the button, apply. If you want to be a vendor, online. If you want to enter,
online.
www.karmacup.com. Check it out.
Yeah, check it out, bro.
You know.
Check it out, bro. Sarah Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming back through. Check her out at The Karma Cup, thekarmacup.com. Always a pleasure. Appreciate you stopping through. I know you got a plane to catch again.
Yes. I can't wait.
Yes.
I went out.
Want to go back to home.
Go back home, man.
Go back home. Get back to your own bed. You've been out here about a week and a half?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate you taking a few more minutes to stop through and promote us. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you support Sarah Sunday, The Karma Cup. Check it out. Appreciate it, girlfriend. Thank you. Good to see you. We'll definitely see you in October, but I'm sure we'll see you before then again. So I'm going to just shuffle on off to Not Quite Buffalo. We will continue with the regular scheduled programming. Also on the show today, as I mentioned, we have Ian of the Cannabis Growers of Canada. Click, I got a logo right there. Think, there it is. See, there you go. There's the logo. There he is in the camera here, waiting to get on. He'll be officially with us in just half a second after I get through the rest of the intro. We've also got the 420 golf and a golf tournament and Cannabis Cup coming up is what he's here to talk about. Going to be lots of fun. It is Cup season and golf season and Cup of Golf, Golf Cup, Golf Chalice. Out at the Squamish Valley Golf Club. That'll be a lot of fun. Going to be a good episode. Been looking forward to chat with my man over here, as well as they do good work. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on. We've got a couple little goodies associated with the pack today, the judges pack that is, that you can get available at and for the 420 Golf and Tournament and Cannabis Cup over here. 420cup.com. Yeah, F-O-R-E 20, like 20, F-O-R-E 20 cup, C-U-P.com. Check it out. Harder to say than it is to look at. Yes, thanks for Sarah for stopping by. It's always good to be here. Lovely having her around. And again, thank you to Marc last week. Hope the Kush Cup was good. You guys should have enjoyed it. It was a big weekend for weed all over the town. In the chat room, Maddie Moe, Anthropod, Isabel S. Hey Girl, Tice Anderson, James McDonough, Vic BC Vape Stoner Doob TX. I'm stumbling all over my words. Right next to me down in the chat here, though, is Ian. He will be with us as I'm about to roll up. No, wait, I'm not rolling up because he brought me pre-rolls from out of the judges' pack, little samples of the goodies. Check these little super tight, little aluminum, way cool containers. And look, they're already filled with joints. So my fingers got like half the show at least off. I think we'll probably get through at least most of the interview with those four. So they're all different, and they're all, look at that, all done, well put together joints from some of the elite entries for the Cup. Super excited about that. We're going to get into those in just a minute. So I don't know what they are. I can't really do they say. So they're just going to be blind anonymous. We might be able to figure out what a couple of them are or take a guess, but I'm sure we'll find out more about this as we go. Nevertheless, we are sampling items from the 420 Golf Tournament and Cannabis Cup Judges Packs. The Cannabis Growers of Canada present their first annual 420 Golf and Cannabis Cup. If you're over the age of 19, you can join them September 11th, 2016 at the Squamish Valley Golf and Country Club, or just Golf Club. Golf and weed shop for the weekend, I guess, for a day of faded fun on the green with green. For more information, visit 420cup.com. Check out Canna Growers Can across social media as well at cannagrowers.ca. We've got some I don't know, and then another one of some I don't know, and I don't know. So let me put them in the bud cam because, well, check it out. I got to put something in the bud cam. And again, the bud cam 420 Golf and Country. But here, look. Oh, why is that oddly enough not in 720? Because this camera does at least do. Oh, click the wrong one. Let me get this one going here. So much to do. I'm all thrown off. Damn you, Sunday. Come on, jacking my show. Shit. Okay, hey, look at that. It's a joint anyway. Oops. Fuck, I'm just. Ooh. Very fibrous looking paper. Very nice. Ooh, yeah, ooh, yes, quite straight. Very few wrinkles. That's all I got. We got nothing else in the bud cam. Whoever rolled them, they rolled them well. That was you. Oh, well, then let's get to introducing our guest. The Cannabis Growers of Canada is an association of cannabis businesses in Canada that are dedicated to building a free and fair craft cannabis economy. It was founded on the belief that every Canadian has the right to access high-quality, locally grown cannabis from a craft cannabis producer of their choosing. Fucking rights you do. And that the best way to legalize cannabis is to empower local entrepreneurs to create jobs and support their local economy. Shit, yeah, that's a great philosophy. As the executive director of the Cannabis Growers of Canada, Ian Dawkins is dedicated to ensuring small and medium-sized cannabis businesses are able to participate in a free and fair legal cannabis marketplace. With an extensive background in government relations and small business policy, Mr. Dawkins, ooh, Ian, Dawkins, whatever you want to call it, the dude to my right, this guy here, picking your nose, no, believes that the time has come to treat cannabis sector like the dynamic, exciting economic opportunity that it is. Ladies and gentlemen, after a long-winded intro as always, please welcome Cannabis Growers of Canada Executive Director, Ian Dawkins.
Thanks for having me, man. It's good to finally be here.
Yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate it. Let's get this nice and close to you. If you can hear yourself, then they can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Let's pull it maybe a little
closer. There you go.
Up so you don't have to be like
Bueller.
This the whole show.
Bueller.
Yeah, there you go. We're good. Hey, I had another joint. I put that one down. I'm just gonna light this one up.
I might be able to tell you what they are from the smell of them. Oh. Because now that they're blind, I feel like I'm gonna be judging the same pack. So as long as they're blind, I can probably tell you what they are. That's a Lemon Lights.
Oh.
That's a Kosher Tangy.
Oh. Ian got the nose.
That's the Congo.
Yeah, he did roll them, so he would know which ones they were.
And then this is the, what was the last one I rolled? See, I don't know because I anonymized them all, so I can't tell. But those are the four of our submissions from the cup. I'm just guessing those smells, by the way. I don't know if they're the right ones. But
right.
Two of them are ones I personally smoke every day, so I recognize them for sure.
Hell yeah, I like it. Which one do you want to blaze first? Or does it matter?
Let's start with that Lemon Lights, man. That's a nice uplifting.
I think that was this one.
Beautiful.
Perfect. Let's lift that a little bit louder. They can't quite hear you.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Little adjustment there.
I hope that's better for everyone. There we go.
There you go. Now we can see you moving. That's okay.
Oh, perfect.
It's all right. It's all right.
Cool.
It's the mic's fault, not yours. Yeah. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you coming through. For those who are unfamiliar and weren't all encompassed in my intro, tell us more about Cannabis Growers of Canada.
Sure. I mean, the simple answer is that we're just the normal business trade association for cannabis businesses, right? Like, as we move forward to a legalized marketplace, it's no different than any other business, right? Like, the Dry Cleaners Association or the manufacturers and exporters or even the evil bankers, they all get their own associations. And
if you're tomato growers.
And the LPs have their associations, so the small businesses needed theirs. And so how it came about was that my business partner and I, Jacqueline, we're working on building up our own trade association early this year, actually. We had like 40 members lined up. We were all ready to drop the writ, as it were, get the paperwork written up with a lawyer, and then we had a meeting with CGC, and they said, hey, we're trying to build the same thing. We've already done all of that work with all of the, we already got a trademark and a logo and everything, so why don't we just partner up? And since we were looking to do the same thing, and I already felt like there was too many damn acronyms in cannabis anyway. Yeah. Why,
complicate it further.
Yeah, some of this is just prideful nonsense, right? People can't give up their own little. I didn't, I founded my organization, and it didn't matter, right? What matters is at the end of the day, we protect people's rights.
Well, because it should be about the businesses the people in the industry that make up the industry,
Exactly.
and it's great to have, you know, a collective, cohesive unit that are unified with a voice and an approach. And, you know, I'm not big on over-regulation or heavy licensing and stuff, but I do believe in accountability and responsibility.
Yep.
And there's no reason that a association can't offer some level of standards or that the people should have to adhere to. And you know, I don't think it has to be a bad thing. And I think if people want to come together, it can really be actually a very positive and, well, grow for everyone, right?
I mean, as simple as it sounds, just to say we're the Cannabis Business Association, it's actually a really radical thing, because what we're trying to do is, you know, no one expected legalization to come in the fall of 2015, right? Like, no one thought that election was going to go down the way it did. And this just fell out of the sky on all of us. And so no one was ready for how do you set up a system, right? How do you test cannabis to ensure it's safe, especially when you're extracting it?
How do you fix 80 years of brainwashing?
Exactly. Prohibitionist nonsense. You know, what is safe? What is safety when it comes to kids?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, I'd love for Mr. Levine to come on the show, and probably he's got some hot takes on that. But the reality is that there's a conversation to be had about that.
You know,
and we weren't having it.
Right back to when I was 5 years old, there was a liquor cabinet just up on the counter, and I could have at any time walked up and grabbed that. It wasn't locked up. It wasn't a prescription bottle. It was not even out of reach.
Well, you know,
who bats an eyelash, right?
Yeah, well, and like, you know, if you want to get real, let's talk about the Haley Rose Foundation, right? Sometimes kids need cannabis too.
Sometimes they fucking do need it, absolutely. Shouts to Haley. We've actually had a chance to chop it up with her mom and stuff like that. It's really, really cool.
Yep.
We're going to be hopefully getting them on the show at some point going forward. How long did you guys have been a collective for? When did this all get together?
I know that CGC was founded in 2015, early 2015, maybe even late 2014. And like, I don't, you know, how long is it that they were having the conversation? We got to do something, right? So I don't know, when did the papers go? Was it 2015? Yeah, 2015. And then Jacqueline and I came on board in early 2016. So that was when the current kind of Voltron that is CGC was fully formed by about January 2016.
I like it.
And we went from 30 members when we formed, and we're at about 250 now.
1 million. Fuck, that's pretty good growth in essentially
6 months.
Yeah, right? Wow.
Yep.
It's good for you guys. Well, it speaks to what you're doing. This is quite delicious. Burning very nice.
Yeah.
Quite enjoyable. Pretty sure we grabbed the right one. Well, if your nose is what it is, this is fine by me.
I like the way you talk about the ash, because one of the things that we did with this cup, and it's something that's really important to me in what we're doing at CGC, is we said, okay, let's make every single entrant get analytically tested.
Oh.
Why not, right? Like, you know, we were going to pay for it. We've worked out a deal with both MB Labs and Anandia Labs to do testing for our members at a discount. So we're just going to run every single entrant in their cup it through, and then all the results will be available to the judges. And
That's
it's not
brilliant.
just potency. It's they're going to do the heavy metal analysis as well.
You know, I'm big on, you know, when you're judging, you need to be looking for smell. You need to be looking for taste. You need to be looking for appearance. You need ash, you know, the overall stone, the overall experience, the flavor. There's like 6, 7, 8 different little things you want to get on. But no matter how good you are, you can't analyze and know down to the what's in the lab resultsy type of shit. Now, there's a bunch of different things you guys could test for. Some, you know, we know some places test THC and CBD, but whether they test for any sort of chemicals or, as you say, heavy metals or any of that sort of stuff, right?
Pesticides, right? That's what we're concerned about. And, you know, look, I don't want to come on here and act like there's one answer to that question, right? Like, there is no, we're still figuring out what is the right test, right? What do we need to test for in cannabis? I don't know. Cannabis is fundamentally safe, in my opinion, but we're also trying to convince the general public of that. So if we
you
can
gotta
go...
show what we know.
Show, don't tell, right? Just say, hey, look, I went to a Health Canada certified lab. Here's my certs. They're perfect. So we're still figuring out what we consider the ideal test, but we decided we wanted to start somewhere.
You know, it's like shouts to Freddie Pritchard, the Weed King, 3 shows ago. He was here for episode 53, and he was talking about Kenny's Chemi Kush. Doesn't kill nobody, ever. I mean, no matter even if it's not bad weed, it's not nearly as harmful as they want you to believe that it is. But, I mean, it is good to be able to show that we could look, and here's some proof, because it's an opportunity to educate, is what I think it really comes down to.
The way I look at it is that in 5, 10 years, we probably won't be testing to the same high standards that we are today, because we'll all know that we only need to look for these 3 things that realistically happen, you know, PM and
there'll be
fecal
a certain
coliforms
list
and a couple other things, right? But the reality is that for now, we're trying to convince the general public, right? You called it when you said there's a lot of reefer madness rhetoric that we need to fight against, right? So if you want to get the 70% of the public who have never tried cannabis and don't know anything about, or excuse me, don't regularly use cannabis on side, you need to just pop all those stupid balloons. And if you could go to a lab and pop one of those balloons with a third-party certification, why not, right?
I find it as an opportunity to change people's opinions. I've known a few people, my parents included, who have gone from, well, you know, we're not super happy about it, we're not cool with it, something needs to be hidden, to eventually to the point where, you know, and they'll always say, well, I worry about your lungs. But every time that I give them the opportunity and explain it,
some science.
Yeah, put some science behind it, they get to the point where now there's nothing they can even say anymore, and they're now to the point where they're starting to see through the haze.
Absolutely, and that's what we're trying to do, right? Is sometimes it seems condescending, sometimes it seems obvious, but the truth is that we need to just build a new conversation about cannabis, and it has to start with baby talk. It has to start with weed is safe. Look, we went to a lab. Even if it's grown in a weird basement in Surrey, it's still perfectly safe. And if we can prove that for a few years, then the people are going to calm down, and then it's going to be some other horseshit nonsense I got to deal with.
It'll be a fight, and it's going to take a long time. Can I ask, like, is it all right or is it a secret society? But, like, who are some of the members associated with?
Well, Glacial's one of our members.
Shout to Glacial. Go. Yeah. What's up with the guys, man? What's up to Wilson? With Wilson THC?
Let's think about some of the big... Thompson Caribou just joined. I'm just thinking of, like, some of the more recent...
What's up, TCC?
Yeah, I mean, our founder is Chad Jacket at Liberty Farms.
Of course. What's up, Chad?
Yeah, and so all of Skunk Beard and all those guys are members of ours through him. And then the Cannabis Friendly Business Association in Toronto, all of those people joined CGC. We merged with them. So that's the Abby Roach's Hotbox Cafe and all of her friends and associates.
Ah, man, that's a bunch of people. Yeah. That's a lot of the big names from the industry, man. Well, good for you guys. Well, again, speaks volumes for what you guys are doing, and when you can get everybody who's everybody into it, then you start to get to the point where you can sort of agree to a level of standards that don't have to be some heavy, crazy government-enforced bullshit that isn't proven to be right, and people can just responsibly agree to, if we're going to go, you know, from a home personal use to a responsible distribution method, that we should all agree to at least do this, this, and this. And otherwise, you shouldn't be doing it.
And that's what...
That's fair enough.
That's our message, right? Is like everyone is welcome to join CGC and have a say in what we're doing, right? Like we are going to have an AGM next year where what we call the rules for our members are going to be determined, you know? Like what is your bud tending standards? What are your gloving standards? What are your jarring standards? What is the analytical test that we'll ask everyone to do, right? All of that stuff.
How well can you cut a plug for cangrower.ca?
Yeah, absolutely. Because if you're not yet a member of CGC and you're like, well, I don't know who these people are, they're you. Join. And it's open to everyone. The point of a trade association is no more about cliques. It's not about little camps.
It's about a business association.
That we're trying to do is no one likes the term because it sounds mean, but the lowest common denominator, the idea that like this is what we all agree to.
Right.
I'm not here to tell you how long to purge your shatter. Or, well, I mean, other than the minimum testing standards, whatever the lab tells us. But I'm not here to tell you to de-wax or to not de-wax or to when is neem oil safe or not. As long as the test results came back, I don't care how you do it.
Bruh, if you're growing dirt or you're growing hydro, if you're growing aeroponics, if you're who cares? I don't give a shit. I have seen people fuck up absolutely world-class genetics, royally fuck them up. And I have seen people take fucking unknown bag seed that you have no fucking idea what it is and grow it some fucking next to God. Fucking the choir is singing over it and shit. And it really all comes down to who's doing it. And your method is your method, man.
And as long as you can show me that it stacks up in terms of the actual proof and evidence, then I don't care. And that's the reality, is that we're going to let everyone, this industry, self-declare. What do you want? What are your standards? What do we all agree on? What do we want to fight for as a craft industry? Because at the end of the day, if all these little producers can't get along long enough to defend their rights politically, they're going to be wiped out by the LPs. Because I guarantee you, those guys know how to cooperate, even though they hate each other.
If we don't support each other, we have no support at all. And put your fucking politics aside. That's what Expert Joints is, man. We're neutral ground here and shit. I give a damn whether so-and-so doesn't like so-and-so. And if you don't like so-and-so enough that you don't want to be on my show, that's your problem, because I don't really give a damn. I'm an independent body. I'm an entertainer. I'm a broadcaster. I'm not trying to be an activist. I'm not trying to be all sorts. I'm just here to put an open, guys, this is what's going on. Take a look. Fucking soak it up, and you would do what you want if you're over the age of 19 and you choose to do so. We talked. So how do you get involved?
Well, I mean, it's funny. I've been a lobbyist, for lack of a better term, although I like to think I've usually fought on the side of good. But I've been on the government side of the fence for most of my career, and so that's how I initially came to cannabis, was that I was representing a couple of dispensaries with the Board of Variance stuff here in Vancouver, getting their business licenses, and there was all this horse shit, because we're going to real talk here. There was all this horse shit going on with the City of Vancouver and the Board of Variance, and they didn't know how to navigate that process, because they're dispensary guys, right? They know how to serve patients. They know good quality weed. They know how to pay employees and make sure that the lights stay on. And they don't know anything about fucking government paperwork, right? So they hired me, and things were going along, and the Board of Variance stuff is being figured out. And I asked them, so who's your Federal Trade Association, right? With all this Trudeau stuff we're hearing about, who's defending you? And this is a conversation I'm having with these guys in November, December. What's going on? And they said, well, there's this organization, there's that organization, but these guys won't work with those guys, and these guys hate those guys, and no one will work with them, and I don't even know who these assholes are. And no one could give me a straight answer about what was going on. And it wasn't that there weren't good people out there working, it's just that there wasn't any unity in the community. So Jacqueline and I just kind of got to work basically hoofing it. We were walking the pavement around Vancouver, knocking on dispensary doors, meeting whatever growers and extractors we could, and saying, look, you guys need to organize and be represented politically. And then, like I said, you know, we had hit a point of momentum there where things were going really good, and right when the momentum was peaking is when we met the CGC folks and had that conversation, and they were basically doing the same thing, but they had been reaching out more to the growers, and we'd been more with the dispensaries and extractors, and it was just a really natural fit.
And how did you sort of kind of make the transition? Like, how did you get started with helping companies with that?
You know, I was talking to a really well-known grower on the island about this yesterday, actually, and I said, you know, it's like I was walking along through a park, and there was just a naked baby laying on the ground, and nobody was taking care of this baby.
Somebody had to fucking do it.
I just was like, oh, I didn't. I'm not a publicity hound. I'm not. Clearly, I'm not in it for the money, because that's a joke.
Yeah,
but like, someone needed to stick up for these people. Like, okay, we want to know why I do my job? It's because if we let cannabis go the same way that we've let every other primary industry in this province, who the fuck is going to have a job left? Right? Like, real talk, if you live in Port Hardy, or Castlegar, or Trail, or in Cowichan Valley, or anywhere, what the fuck else are you doing for a living? You're trimming weed. You're growing weed. You're extracting weed. Right? You're selling it to Ontario, and you're bringing...
Shell to Nelson, BC.
Sure, right? The cash economy in BC. And so... I'm in my 30s, and my whole career has been nothing but bullshit, because people in my generation, as you well know, it's been nothing but heartache for us. And if we take away weed, when the real estate bubble is about to pop too, right, we're all going to be living in fucking cardboard boxes. So, like, this is it, man. We got to stick up for ourselves for once.
Absolutely, man. You can't go away. This is our fight. And, you know, I also think it doesn't always have to be a fight, because sometimes it can be, you know, you got to kill them with kindness sometimes, and beating them over the head isn't always the way. Sometimes you got to get out, you got to celebrate, you got to enjoy it, and you got to have some fun, like you're going to have this weekend at the 420 Cup. I think I even have a quick little video for 1 second. Let me click, see if this works. And oh yeah, it probably will. Okay, hang on, let me try it. Yep.
We're here at the lovely Squamish Valley Golf Course to announce the first ever CGC 420 Golf Tournament and Cannabis Cup. We're super excited because the Cannabis Cup is a tradition of the cannabis community and has been for many generations. It's how small craft growers get recognized. And of course, the golf tournament is the traditional business networking opportunity of the mainstream business community. And we thought we'd merge those two flavors together. It's a fantastic opportunity to introduce ourselves to other businesses. This is that opportunity for us to all start mingling and sharing intelligence and having a conversation.
It's what it's all about. Sunshine, meeting people, having some dabs and some doobies.
Absolutely.
Learning about new strains and you know,
maybe doing a little golf.
People. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe a little golf. A little bit.
We're super excited to invite everyone down here to the Squamish Valley Golf Course on September 11th. You can get your tickets through cannagrowers.ca, and hopefully we can have some fun out here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, there you go. Hey, that's us. And we're back. And we're doing it. And I'm going to move that over here because he's sitting over there. And I'm going to do this. So, what do we got here? What do we got? Ganja golf. What a great idea.
Yep.
How did the idea for the 420 Golf Tournament and Cannabis Cup, Sunday, September 11th at Squamish Valley Golf Club, come about?
Yeah, our president, Chad Jackett, was...
He was supposed to be here, I believe, but
yeah,
he had a family issue.
He's a family emergency.
Sorry, Chad.
Yeah, no. Much love to Chad. I hope everything's going well.
Shouts to Chad. Right? We'll see you again soon, brother.
Yeah, no, he had a friend of his who I believe passed away tragically a few years ago, and they used to do a memorial golf thing up in Squamish where some of the growers would come out and drive some balls and drink some brews and remember their friend.
Right.
And so he's always had this positive association between Squamish Golf Course, roll up some joints, go out and drive some balls. Yeah. And he said, you know what, we're trying to reach out to the, let's call it the muggles, the square business community, right?
Yeah,
because all these dispensaries, all these growers, they're going to need lawyers and accountants and business advisors and marketers and logo designers and all that other bullshit.
Everybody needs graphics.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody needs graphics. So the golf tournament idea was just let's bring those people to a thing that they do all the time, because summer golf tournaments, if you're not in the business world, that's how business people
Fest
do
101,
that's
right?
how they do their shit, right?
Yeah.
So it was just combining two things. So there's going to be a cup, but it's going to be a hybrid cup because there's just too many damn cups now. There's all this nonsense recently with some of these cups and some of the judging and who knows what's going on. So we decided we're going to try to increase the transparency a little bit.
Yeah, once in a while they are a little controversial.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not touching that with a 40-foot pole. I'm not taking any sides. I'm not saying anything. But all I was going to say is I don't like that look for us. Period.
Yeah, no.
Right? I don't like that look for cannabis.
You want everyone on the same page. You want
Exactly.
open and fair and equal and
so
everyone getting along.
He said, she said, I don't give a shit.
Hell,
Our cup, we're going to have a basically a people's choice component. Oh yeah, sorry, microphoning here. We're going to have a bit of a people's choice component where the judges' kits that are going to go out, every one of the items in the judges' kit will be broken into categories and available for on-site judge samples. So if you come to you weren't able to pony up for the full kit, we didn't accept you as a judge, whatever, but you still want to try the sativa category, you can come up, smoke all the sativas, submit a ballot to that, and your vote is just as important as any other judges. So
that's pretty cool.
And it makes the whole thing transparent because all of the growers, not all of the growers, but most of the growers and extractors are going to be there walking around talking about their product.
So they can try that sort of
So
thing.
there's no hiding your shit behind some nonsense. It's just everyone's going to have a respectful, fun conversation about craft growing and extracting. And if your stuff isn't good, then there's no way you're going to hide it because people are going to be walking around going, this joint sucks, right? So we thought it was just a way to let the general public, in, but not kind of dilute the value of really promoting something through a cup. So there's only going to be one winner in each category, and it's going to be decided in an open and transparent way. So we're really excited by that. And these are all like master growers from the island. Some of the couch and stuff.
I'm kind of thinking that since we didn't have the full kit here next week, and we were talking that they'll be available starting Monday. Is that what they are?
Starting Monday, absolutely.
So once that's
and you will be getting one.
I may have to, just for shits and giggles sake, I may just have to bring that with me next week.
Absolutely.
And just have some carryover with some 420 fun next week with the judges pack. Yeah, that could be a good way to sort of celebrate because thus far we're 2 for 2. Oh wait, this is the joint
still the
four.
first one.
All right, we're 1 for 1. Yeah, never mind.
That's pretty good. Yeah. I roll on fat, man. I'm sorry. I should apologize.
No, that was the first starter joint. We already finished that one. It's time to light up another one here.
Yeah, when you're the executive director of the Cannabis Growers of Canada, you start rolling 1 ounce or 1 gram joints all the time. Just because why not?
I'm known for the Smoking Master King sizes.
You want to see some funny rolling papers, man? I got these.
What do you got?
Abby Roach in Toronto gave them to me when I was at the Hotbox Cafe. Have you seen these before?
Yeah, I have. The cellulose papers.
They're ridiculous.
The clear veggie cellulose paper. They're a clear, transparent, weird. I'm going to switch off for the camera for a second. This is what they're a weird. Yeah, they look like a piece.
They look like plastic.
Yeah,
they're perfectly safe, and in fact, they burn really nicely taste-wise. They can't stay glued to save your life, though. That's the downside to those.
They are difficult. There is a very specific technique you need to use to get them to do. They are very, very tough. You have to not manhandle them at all. They're a certain temperature range you got to operate in with them.
What a pain in the ass.
They are difficult, but there's a novelty of looking like you're not smoking a paper. However, there's the mental thing of I know I'm not smoking plastic,
But I think I'm smoking plastic.
Right?
I actually find it leaves a taste, like a sweet flavor, because it's a vegetable whatever, right? So it's
yeah,
kinda
it's just
sugary.
basically almost like a dried piece of like glycerin or
Yeah.
something like that they
Yeah.
pretty much just put down. It's not that. It's weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I've burned it before.
I should have rolled in that though, so you could have shown the cannabis under the camera, because it still would have been.
Hey, I could probably roll one of those up still on the show here so people could see what they look like. I do happen to have a little bit of weed if we wanted to get into that. While we keep going, right, so people get the tickets, the packs in advance. They're going to vote on their favorites, of course, while they golf, like you said, or ahead of their tee time. Can people like be blazing down the fairway along the way?
Not only is there going to be blazing down the fairway, not only is there going to be dab stations at multiple holes, there will be a mobile dab cart, ensuring that your dabs are brought to you. Now, the cart will also have some kind of cattle prod to ensure those who've done a few too many dabs keep going, because it's a golf tournament, not a nap time in the sun time.
Yeah, wear your sunscreen, wear a hat. Don't drink like liquor too much or anything on the way or before.
We don't even have a bar.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, fair enough.
Again,
get a good
sleep.
Right. Yeah.
No more alcohol at these events, for God's sakes.
Because what happens is you get a little too hot, you get an extra big bong toke that you didn't realize, you're
on 2 beers already.
Right, and next thing you know, man, your golf experience isn't pleasurable. And we don't want that.
Well, and exactly, and that's why we're only offering the broken down kits on site, right? I mean, there's going to be more dabs than you can handle if you're an idiot about it, but I mean, Glacial will be there offering up some dabs. Are they? Oh no.
So tell us.
Sponsoring us though, I believe.
So might be there. Well. We'll sort it out. I'm sure more information comes. People can check the website.
Well, there's going to be
420golf.com.
There's going to be a couple of different extractors offering dabs on site. That's
perfect.
I know that Skunk Beard is going to be.
Oh, okay.
offering
What's up
dabs
for the
site,
skunk
sure.
man himself?
That's who I thought of. Yeah.
Shouts to both those guys. He was looking at the glacier.
Oh yeah. No, exactly. It was right in front of me, and so I just blanked. But no, it's going to be Skunk joining us up there. Scotty Skunkbeard's going to to be running.
Super cool.
And I know that Phil from Holistic is also going to be doing the same thing with some of his. Yeah.
It'll be a lot of fun.
It's going to be awesome.
All you can. So what does the day look like? How does it break down?
Yeah. So the tee off is at. We're all looking at the noon. Tee off is at noon. I couldn't remember if it was 11 or noon.
I think it's at 11. The poster says 11 a.m. shotgun start.
That's right. Yeah. So 11 a.m. shotgun start.
So what is a shotgun start?
Shotgun start means that
you take a shotgun toke.
Yeah. Shotgun. Well, you can if you want. In this particular case, it will mean a shotgun toke, and then it means that all of the foursomes are at a different hole, and you all start driving at once.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah. It means that everyone's going all at once. It's a lot of chaos. It's a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of dabs. And then in terms of that'll be the day, and then in the afternoon, evening, after all the ballots are tallied up, everyone's had a chance to try everything. We have a dinner, and the awards will be announced then, including longest drive. There's going to be a putting challenge. Boro and Beyond has put up a piece of glass for the putting challenge. Half the proceeds are going to the Haley Rose Foundation.
Oh, what's up, Haley? That's dope.
Ready to go out? Yeah. Party foul. That does it? Yeah.
This microphone.
That microphone, yeah. I think that's a Romulan, too.
That does taste a little Romulan-y.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like a hell of a day. And then, so how many sort of categories? How many what's the sort of breakdown?
Just because it's early in the season for our first cup, we didn't have as many entries. But it just means that, we reduced the price of the judges' passes and focusing on a couple of categories.
Yeah, so that's what I was sort of meaning, categories. Is what
yeah. So we're just doing one indica, a sativa, and if you're a hybrid, it's whatever Right. If you want to tell me it's an indica and it doesn't taste like one, that's your fault. And then there's an extracts category. Okay. So, we're going to have, I believe, 15 flowers total, and then 5 or 6 extracts.
Oh, great. It's manageable to get through. I mean, some of these, shouts to Sarah, I love her to death, but when you got 100-some entries in your cup, you need a fucking month to get through that shit, man, and it's work.
Well, and like logistically, we just didn't want to bite off one where we can chew for our first time, right? We're trying to run everything through an analytics lab, so you don't want to back up the lab. We're trying to make sure that it's a manageable kit for people to get through, like you said. So it's we'll get there in terms of growth, but for now, we just wanted to focus on really good growers and extractors who wanted to do a crafty thing, right? So.
Well, man, that joint you brought's been pretty good.
Yeah,
I've been enjoying both of these so far. So let me see. So Faded in the Fairway. Again, September 11th, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
That's only
Coming
10
up
days
soon.
from now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Coming up
my
soon.
goodness.
We're
Not this
really
weekend, but the
excited.
next weekend.
Yeah, the kits are going out, I believe, Monday.
That was the next guest,
Yeah. So Monday the kits are going out, and everyone will have a week to power through their stuff. And then we're really excited to have everyone kind of be there to talk about it, right? Like, that's the cool thing, is because we're having this on-site event at the end, everyone's going to be in one place talking about all the stuff they've been tasting all week.
And it's at the Squamish Valley Golf Club out there on the way out to Whistler, if you will, right?
Open consumption. You don't have to worry about walking around with your joint. Everything's kosher. Yeah.
I kind of like that sound of that dab cart. I kind of want to put a webcam on the front of it.
I believe Chad Jacket himself will be driving said dab cart. He's going to be the mobile dab.
I kind of want to turn the mobile dab cart into the mobile broadcast cart and just stream this whole song live on Expert Joints.
We have sponsorship opportunities if you like.
Oh, nice plug. I like it.
But we do have some judges packs left, and also golfing tickets as well. So please, and if you're not interested in golfing because you hate it like me, then
there's a lot of weed to smoke.
Oh yeah, and so we have spectators passes. You can get dinner tickets, and spectators passes. You can get a judges pack. You can do all the dabbing and stuff. You can walk around.
Tickets start at
the judges pack is $150.
Oh, that's a good price for a judges pack.
Sorry, $250 for the judges pack. Sorry, $250 for the judges pack.
Yeah.
And then the tickets are, man, I'm drawing a blank here. I'm too high.
Available on the website, Cannabis 420golf.
My colleagues are shouting at me about what the numbers are. It's like playing The Price is Right. Is it 40,
They're all saying it different.
7 and a 2.
I vote $1.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Go on the internet.
Go on the internet. 420golf.com, cannabisgrowers.ca. That will get all the information you need from there. And it's what to Squamish? It's like a 40-minute drive or so.
Yeah,
roughly.
yeah.
It's not that far.
No, absolutely
it's
not.
a beautiful drive too.
Yeah.
So right along the coast there. Do you need to have an MMAR, MMPR, ACMA open to everybody? Do you have to carry a dispensary card?
Absolutely not. We at the CGC believe that the only thing that really matters is you got it tested. I don't care where you grew it. If it went through a lab, you can sell it at one of my dispensaries.
And to participate in the event?
Likewise, as long as you're 19, you're more than welcome to join us.
I like that 19+ model. It sounds very familiar. I've heard that somewhere
a lot
before.
of our dispensaries are moving over to that model. The Shatter Shack is that way. The Internet dispensary is that way. I think that it's a really good thing that they're standing up and saying, fuck it, we're not lying anymore.
All the
look,
CC
there
shops
are medical people who need medical cannabis, and we work with the Haley Rose Foundation. I'm going to be, the putting challenge that I'm going to be running is...
for everybody, doesn't...
Well, it's where half the proceeds are going to their thing. But at the end of the day, this medical fig leaf we've all been hiding behind is not good for the medical patients either, right? We shouldn't have to bullshit about why we like smoking weed.
Absolutely.
It doesn't help anyone.
Nope. I like it. I think that's
my little rant. Sorry about that.
Rant. No, I mean, you guys are practicing or promoting it. Dana, the dispensary, with those guys switched over.
Sure.
All the cannabis cultures, 19+.
We
went with that from day one in Toronto as soon as we could. As soon as the day after Claudia came and visited on the That
was fun, wasn't it?
Well, that was quite the weekend.
Yeah.
We had a whole different weekend planned.
I bet.
With the opening of the store and the shows, and it kind of didn't go according to plan.
Yeah, sometimes you get surprised in a good way, sometimes you get surprised in a bad way. I got to join CGC maybe 3 weeks before Allard came down, so that was a good surprise. Sometimes you get the good kind of surprise.
Yeah. Well, you never know. I mean, especially when you're live. I don't know. I think it's fantastic. So for the tickets to get in, you can obviously get your packs. You can get your rounds of golf. You've got some variety to be able to do
different options. So check out the website. It's the easiest way.
So then let me ask you my questions that don't have to involve the event.
Oh, please.
They're just about weed, because we ask everybody. We call them the favorite four, the fated questions we ask everybody. I mean, obviously, your whole life is about weed now, so you had to start your journey with weed somewhere.
Sure.
So where and how and when did you get into weed?
First joint I ever smoked was some God only knows late 90s basement kush nonsense, Vancouver special garbage.
Yeah. I had some of that. It was good.
Yeah, I was smoking that on that old stump down at Jericho Beach we used to call the Monster. And that's the first joint I ever had. I think that would have been the year of our Lord, 1999. And, it's funny. I was never a big smoker. I grew up in Vancouver, was never a big smoker. Went to a university in the United States that's famous for its pot-loving ways. Never was a big smoker there. And it wasn't until I became ill, actually. I had a really bad case of gastroenteritis. And the doctor said, well, let's be real, I can give you these drugs that suck. And he talked a whole bunch of things. You won't poop sometimes, you know, it's just like, or you can smoke weed. So
I'm going to smoke weed.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's a good way. I'm going to vote for that one every single time.
Exactly.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. It's all right. I was doing the interview for you.
Yeah, please. Yeah, I was. See, that's why I have the difficulties with dabbing during the show too much. I get a little coffee off the first couple.
Oh, really?
It doesn't matter. I have to like do a couple to
You got to get into it, yeah.
Same with always with bong tokes. It was always the same with doing hot knives back in the day, the original dabs.
Oh, you're running a low temp rig here.
Yeah, feel free to turn it up if you'd like.
Yeah, no, I have a podcast actually, Extractly, while I'm plugging shit.
Yeah, please plug away.
It's like exactly, but extractly with an exclamation point. You can find that anywhere. You can get podcasts. It's on iTunes. It's on Cannabis Life Network.
I like it. I like it.
So that's a podcast where me and a couple of my good friends talk to a lot of the extractors. So Wilson from Glacial was one of our first guests. In fact, he was our first guest. And we just talk about quartz versus titanium, what to look for, extraction methods. But we've gotten deep in the last couple episodes. We're getting like terpene analysis, terpenoid profiles. Man, I love extracts.
It is quite the revolution, man.
Yeah.
I never quite expected it. I mean, as I've told the story several times, I was blasting BHO in '99. By 03, 04, I was like, this is a lot of work. I mean, it's okay. It's messy, and I've said it.
Yeah.
If we could get a little better way to do this, I think this shit could catch on.
Absolutely.
And
hey, some of the technology, some of the techniques. I was just at in India Labs at UBC the other day with an extractor who will remain anonymous because this is all proprietary information. But the two of them were talking about science, about doing things with extracts that have never been done before. And in the next,
it's just getting crazier.
The kind of stuff that's going to happen here in Vancouver, call it a biotech revolution, call it a flavor revolution, we'll do whatever you want. Things are going to happen to cannabis here in Vancouver in the next couple of years that are really cool. We're going to be competing with the big dogs real fast because the people here have something to offer that you're not going to see anywhere else, and I'm really excited.
But you're going to see it live on
Yes,
POD
you
TV
are.
on Expert Joints Live Thursdays
Absolutely.
at 4:20. Got to throw that one in there. What's your method of choice? Are you like a bomb? You said you like the extracts, but
Yeah, well,
when you're at home, what do you reach to?
I got a V1 pen, so one of these, like where you load up the actual shatter into the thing, which I prefer. Excuse me, I wasn't talking to the microphone. You load the shatter into the chamber, which I prefer to the kind like the suspended pens because I don't like the medical glycol or the whatever vegetable glycerin or whatever.
Yeah.
And then in terms of my home rig, I prefer electric quartz. I like a steady temperature, and then I'm lazy. I hate fucking with torches.
Yeah.
But I much prefer the taste of quartz, obviously. So I get real picky about it.
Cool. Well, that's dope. And then how much do you smoke? I mean, as the executive director of the Cannabis Growers of Canada, you probably steady puff?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, then let's light
I'm
another one of
rocking
these.
a day long.
Yeah,
I would
now.
say that,
that
if I
was
have
so
to go meet the premier like I did the other day, I try to abstain that day, but...
For the whole day?
Well,
for like
maybe
20
breakfast.
minutes.
I mean,
for like
okay,
half an hour before you go meet him, right?
twist my arm, I'm going to wake and bake and have some Cheerios,
Yeah.
but by mid-afternoon, I hope to have a clear head. Anyway, I probably dab 20 times a day,
Okay.
for being honest.
My man's being steady with it.
Yeah.
And then if you look back at your whole career along the cannabis experience, you've smoked a whole shitload of weed, and you think back, there's got to be one strain, one bag that stands out. You think, fuck, that was like the craziest bag of weed I ever had. I look back at it fondly. It's the best bag I ever had. And if I could just get it again, it's the one that got away.
I'm going to have a little difficulty with this question because it's going to sound like a plug because one of the joints in front of you is that bag.
Oh!
It is. It's a. I can't say who it is, and I can't say what it is because it's about to be in the contest, and that's really pissing me off because I got to be neutral. But yeah, it is this one. This is the greatest sativa I've ever had in my life. It is. It smells like perfume. It it hits you like cocaine. You know what I mean? Like you are just like, wow, I want to do the laundry and the dishes. Like it's like no stone I've ever experienced, man. It's phenomenal. So
should have started the show with that.
Yeah,
well, maybe
absolutely.
not.
Well, it's a good one to end on. You go karate punch God himself.
I'll clean
right?
up in 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot of shit to put away.
Yeah. So that's my all-time favorite cannabis I've ever had. But I've had a couple of doozies. There's one I never. I'll tell you another sad story. It's one where I saw a picture and I was like, oh, I want some of that. And I've never to this day gotten a taste of what was in there. It was this Astro Boy, and it looked like someone had made moon rocks out of it. The white crystals on it were so thick and so white, it looked like someone had put frosting sugar on it. And I was like, oh, I want some of that. And well, we can't. Well, there's pictures for the dispensary. It's got to go. Oh, but just one dog. And it haunts me to this day. It's the woman that got away, you know?
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's tragedy. I'm going to spark this anonymous sativa number 3.
Well, because I was just about to light this one, but then I realized there was still this one was sort of going. But you know what? Fuck it. Light that shit up. Light that shit up.
If you've got 4 joints in 2 hands, it means you should just be doing it twice as fast.
Right. Sorry, Medman jumped on fucking Skype with Shaw Holloway because I was like trying to get Hurley. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. And then, that was you beeping. So don't worry. Well, you're not hearing things you were actually, and that's why I got distracted for a second. I can't wait. I love smoking really, really, really good weed. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that tastes really fucking good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it does.
Wow. All right.
That's a quarter pound that'll get me arrested every time I'm walking around with that because you can smell it 3 blocks down the street. This is one where I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take a cab today.
Yeah, right. I should triple vacuum seal that one.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to let you get out of here, man. I know you got the event to do. We appreciate you spending some time getting people to ask me to roll one of the clear joints. So maybe you might have to leave me one of those papers so I can show what that looks like here. I also got don't go too far, man. I mean, you're free to hang around here if you want to. I got something coming up in the next segment. You guys may or may not like. We'll see. I appreciate these. I appreciate you coming through. Thanks to Ian Dawkins, Executive Director of Cannabis Growers of Canada, for the more information. Please follow him, Ian.Dawkins, on Instagram, as well as Cannagrowers, across social media, cannagrowers.ca, and of course, 420cup.com. Anything else? Shouts, plugs, man?
No, I mean, we plugged my podcast. We plugged CGC, the golf tournament, all of our affiliate partners. So, yeah, the bottom line is everyone should get out and get active politically, right? Like, if you're not a member of an organization, you need to be, because the time has come to stand up and be accounted. And I know a lot of people, for very good reason, in this community are suspicious of politics, but if you don't shout loud and proud right now, you're never going to get another chance to. So come on out of the shadows, please.
Right. Well, I appreciate you and all your efforts that you guys are doing, also as well as Jacqueline as well, too. You guys are putting together a really good team and work very, very hard to make it happen. So shouts to you both. Thank you guys for being a part of the show. All the best of luck at the tournament. Can't wait to get the judges pack. And I think it just makes sense. We should probably try and experience that next week in the build-up to between. That's probably what we're smoking then. So you'll probably see the logo more. Yeah. And I'll probably even try and go down there and check it out. We'll see what we can do, guys.
Absolutely.
I mean, it sounds like a shitload of fun. Yeah. I don't golf, but it sounds like there's enough.
Neither do I.
Enough trouble I can get into all fucking day down there. So I guess that means video break time. Turn off some logos, turn off some stuff. Click these, click here. There we go. Been a good time having Ian here. We appreciate him in the house. Video break. This one is, we've been talking about weed and golf all day. Mostly talking a lot about golf in the last little segment here. So this video might not be a huge surprise to some folks. Some people, it might be a little thin, but we'll see. You'll get it or you won't. Anyway, you watch this and we will be back. Yeah, the more problems we see, and I know the more problems we had, I know they were going to shut that down for us. We get blocked in the U.S. for this stupid shit. We're back. We're good. We're sorry about that. I'm going to have to find a different way to play other videos in the breaks and shit instead of some of this music stuff. But come on, man. It's a natural segue. You got Diddy on a golf course, man. You know they would have been smoking weed and shit out there.
Absolutely.
Right. We're still here with Ian for a second because we got a couple little updates. Actually, the start time is 10:30.
Yeah, so the start time for the event so that everyone can get registered and signed in is actually at 10:30, so you need to show up by 10:30 if you want to golf. And we'll be offering some giveaways through your show.
Yeah, we will.
Pack.
Yep. That's super cool.
And there's also a giveaway of a judges pack and some golf tickets at the Grassroots Dispensary in Squamish, because they're going to be home base for us up there. And that's actually Chad Jackett's dispensary too.
And he's with Liberty Farms, right?
Yeah, that's his little dispensary. So it's beautiful, by the way. It's absolutely gorgeous. But anyway, so they're going to be offering some judges packs and golf tickets out of there, and you will be on your show as well.
Hey, how are you? That's pretty cool. We appreciate that. So we've got some pack tickets for people to go to give away to go to the show.
Yeah. So if anyone wants to go to Squamish, speak up.
So basically, in the chat, we got, Did we pause for a second? Okay, hang on. Did we go down for a second in the chat here? Hang on.
Number 9. Number 9. Number 9.
It happens sometimes. Okay, hang on. I can fix this. Guys again. Okay. That. Shit.
I bet it
Fix
was
it.
Government.
There we go. Everybody, hey.
Are we live?
Hey. Okay, good, yeah. So, cool. Sorry guys. What happened is, like we saw that one time with that I don't know, was that some Carly Rae Jepsen song or something? I don't know who it was. No, Lights. When we played that song from Breeze List, it
breaks the stream?
It occasionally breaks the stream. What they'll do is they'll interrupt it because you're playing back the content. And then it doesn't like that.
Yeah.
A lot of times they'll hit you in afterwards for copyright, and then you can remove it and stuff. So, I mean, it bothers me because, it's a great filler. It's a nice break. Plus, I mean, it's just so appropriate and so fitting. Anyway, I think we should be back. Okay, here we go. Cool. Everybody back up. Hi, guys. Okay, so yes. So for those of you who maybe missed or didn't miss or what we see, YouTube fucks with you sometimes when you play back other songs, and I guess that song is famous enough that they fucked with us.
Well, you wouldn't want someone accidentally seeing a music video. Right?
No, so for anybody who missed it, in case you didn't, again, Ian was still here because we had a couple of updates. Let's just quickly throw that again in case if you saw it already, sorry, but if you didn't, well, we just want to make sure they're important to get it. Start time's actually 10:30 for golfing.
Yes.
You want to be there early. Get there at like 10. Get there, do some bong talks.
Yeah, just in case because we got to sign everyone in and stuff. So
get all there in time.
Start time is 10:30 for the golfers. We will be offering, I know that the Grassroots Dispensary in Squamish is giving away a judges pack and some golf tickets. And then you are also going to, we're giving you some tickets to give away.
Yeah, I got some tickets to give away. So if you guys want to go and just take part of the festivities, I got a pair of tickets for anybody who's going to be in and around and able to go to Squamish on September 11th. So 40 minutes north of Vancouver. So if you can make that happen, you want to be around, you get a hold of me. Let me see. The first person who can take a screenshot or a picture of us and make sure they tag our Expert Joints and Canna Growers can.
Yep.
Make sure that you tag us both and use the hashtag 420golf, 420 cup.
420 cup.
And 420 cup.
That works for me.
That works? Yeah, good. Yeah, so let's do that. First person to do that on Instagram, Twitter, basically, and I'll check it after the show when I have time. I'll find out who was the first person to do that. So first person to do that, make that happen. If you can show us, that you follow them and we're doing this, we'll make it happen. So that'll be a pair to first person who can get to Squamish.
Basically.
Sounds good to you?
Yeah,
nice.
Absolutely.
I also got a couple more tickets that I'm going to give away through the week. We'll announce a little contest on Sunday, so stay tuned. Good luck. Thank you so much for making that happen.
Thank you, man. It was a real pleasure.
appreciate you coming through.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So I guess the next thing we can do is you feel free to step off what you need to do. And I'm going to click on to, oddly enough, another segment. It's a quick one. So, Ian, thank you again for being here. Cannagrowers can. Cannagrowers.ca and 420.com. And that is Puff Puff Pass It Along. I should have a guest cam there. I don't know why I don't. Wait, let me add one. Hopefully it's that. Nope, that's not it. I'm going to switch to the other cam. This one. There you go. Hey, look at this. Puff Puff Pass It Along is our new segment where basically returning segment, Season 2 segment, Puff Puff Pass It Along is our chance to pass along some of the goodies that other companies have passed to us. Share and share alike, right? So it's no secret that I'm a big fan of smoking papers. We all know that I like the smoking papers. I use them a lot, Shouts of Smoking, making it happen. And so this week I am giving away 2. That's right, 2 sets of smoking giveaways. So I've got a 25-pack of smoking blacks as well as a pack of smoking browns and accompanying stickers as well as accompanying T-shirts. Basically what I'm going to do is give 1 pack away to somebody online in the chat, somebody who's watching. Basically, yeah, someone in the chat room. There's a chat room giveaway. So I'm going to ask you guys a skill testing question in a minute. And I also went out during the break and just hollered out, hey, does anybody want some free shit from smoking? Wants me on Pot TV? And this lady who is in the guest cam right now, bing, her right there, but I got the wrong one up. So let me go back to here, just boom, enlarge it here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
I'm Sasha. Hello, 420.
A little closer, yeah. This is Sasha, ladies and gentlemen. Please say hi to Sasha. Sasha is going to be the lucky random just person I pulled out of the chat room, pulled out of the lounge. You were at the dab bar just taking a dab, right?
Mm-hmm. I love dabbing.
I love dabbing. We're going to need you a little bit closer to the microphone if you don't mind. You can move the chair or move the mic. It's all good. So, Sasha, where are you from?
I'm from Penticton.
Ah.
Penticton, BC, Canada.
Do you come to cannabis culture often? It's a bit of a drive.
Yes. I visit Vancouver frequently. I have a daughter that lives in Vancouver, and then I have 3 kids that live in Penticton, so I'm always here, and I always stop into Blaze, do some dabs, go on with my day.
Do you roll a lot of joints?
Yes.
Yes.
I find it's a very inconvenience to go to the, get some rollies if I run out all the time.
What kind of papers do you normally use?
I like pure hemp. I like raw. I like elements.
Very cool. Do you, what kind of papers are you going to use now?
I think those look good. I think deluxe smoking will probably be just as good, and I'm probably going to get used to them, so.
I think you'll probably enjoy those just fine. Well, thank you very much, Sasha, for making it all possible, for coming through. Congrats to you. Any shout-outs, any plugs, anything?
Shout out to John Meistrel. He's the owner of Hemp Crate. He has hemp products, and they're really excellent. I would check them out, Hemp Crate, on Facebook and Twitter.
There you go. Nice.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks very much, Sasha. Appreciate it.
Thank you
Just
for these.
enjoy the 25-pack of Smoking Papers, and make sure you follow
Cannabis
at Smoking.
Culture.
Yeah, and make sure you follow at Smoking Paper and also Pure Hemp Paper while you can.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Just a random person in the... You never know what's going to happen here at the 307 West Hastings location. Just randomly gave away a 25-pack of Smoking Blacks. And now in the chat, it's your turn. I got a Smoking Brown pack. I got the Smoking Brown T-shirt. It is a men's, but, you know, ladies, you can make them look cool. It's actually a men's extra large, too, so anybody can do anything with it, pretty much. Another 25-pack of Smoking Browns and a pack of Smoking Brown stickers. So, chat room. I got a question for you. The first one to get it right wins. Now, hopefully you don't live in fucking some million-mile-away country that's going to cost a gajillion dollars to mail it. But anyway, it's all good. Okay, Smoking Silvers, the papers that I use all the time on the show. I mean, I do like, don't get me wrong, I do like the pure hemps as well, too, of course. Yeah. We use those when we need the bigger ones, and when certain people need a little bit easier paper to work with. My question is this. She's on the phone right now. She's out on the phone right now. She's like, I just was just standing in the lounge, and I was just, there's a show going on, and I was standing in the bar, and he walked out and said, hey, anybody want some free shit? And I was like, yeah, I do. And he gave it to me, and it was like so cool. So now I'm back at the dab bar, and I got a shirt, and a whole fucking box of rollies. It's crazy. Anyway, smoking. Smoking papers. They all share one, no matter what length they are, they all share one characteristic. They are all the same width. What width for the smoking brown pack, what width are smoking silver papers? How many millimeters is a smoking paper? Silver. Smoking silver. What is the width? Now, yeah, 1 1/4, regular, or next. The width of it. You're right. First person, be damned. 37 millimeter, the actual width of the paper. Not the length, but the width. So this distance from here to here is the same on all of them. Right here, no matter what length. They're all, this one's even a little wrinkled because it's the first one of the pack and it was a little crushed there. They're all 37 millimeters. 37 millimeters, yes, the winner I saw it is Be Damned. So there you go, Be Damned. The first person to say the actual width, 37 millimeters is correct. So there you go, goddamn Be Damned. There you go, you win, my friend. Dun, 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 dun. That's the reason I like them, because they're so thin, there's no extra wasted paper. So, congratulations, Be Damned. I think you follow me on Twitter or Instagram or something like that. So why don't you go ahead and just message me when you can. Send me your address, and I'll get you those. Congratulations to you. Thanks for watching. You watch regularly, too, so that's pretty cool. Nice work. Okay. Yeah. All these pretzels sometimes make some people thirsty, but in my case, that's not the right logo. That's not the right logo right now. I don't want that logo on right now. Why is it? There you go. Yes, pretzels might make you thirsty, but all this giving away and weed stuff is making me hungry. So, hello, now I'm back, and I'm making a mess all over the table. Chronic Cooking is our new food-related segment. In this one, we whip up some tasty infused foods to share with everyone here, and we share the recipe with you. So, oh man, this week I made, oh, where is it? Shit, I forgot that one. I made, ding, bruschetta. Weed-infused bruschetta, actually, is what I made on this particular episode. It's pretty delicious, too. Let me just configure the settings, because at this point I'm being all picky. Woohoo! Fucking good. I mean, there's a good way. Well, we can't all be handsome there, Archer. Okay, yeah. So in this particular episode, what I took was this one. I took some Miss Envy's Honest olive oil, or Honest olive oil, Canon infused on olive oil, actually. 100% organic, cold press, honest olive oil, or honest. I'm probably either way. I'm going to say them both times, just so I'm covered. You can get some 100 milliliter bottles with 400 milligrams of activated medicinal THC at finer cannabis retailers and online via missenvy.ca today. It's perfect for making salad dressings, dips, and everyday creations, including the lovely bruschetta that I made today. I really happen to actually quite like this recipe because of the fact that it doesn't have a lot of onions, or doesn't have any onions, or cilantro, which I don't really like either of. Anyway, plus also this one gets you way higher than all other bruschettas. Because it's got the weed-infused olive oil, right? So it's a good way to get it in, nice way to mix it, because how do you put enough olive oil in something to really get a good dose without it being overpowering? Well, this blends quite nicely. So I brought out some of my finest recyclable kitchenware, because I don't want to carry back dirty plates. And, so, oh, it smells good. Oh, it's super good. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm loving it. Oh, goddamn. People don't even know. You don't even know. I brought enough for the whole class, because I remember my teacher in, like, grade 5 trying to give me shit because I was eating in class, and she's like, oh, did you bring enough for everybody? And I was like, okay, no, but touche. If that's how you want to play it, a little too much sauce here. This is going to get a little messy in a hurry. But I was like, no, but okay, if that's your standard, then that's what it is. And so the next day, I came with food, and I brought enough for everybody. And I still got sent to the principal's office. So, you know, you tell me. Maybe I was just always a pain in the ass. I poured out too much juice, though, and that'll be a pain in the ass. I don't want too much spilling. Anyway, yes, so while I do this, let me not look like a complete idiot online, but that's kind of tough. I do it all day, every day. There we go. Some lovely bruschetta with the also canna-infused little pieces of toasted little baguettes. So, yeah, I really like the recipe. It's super simple. It gets you nice and toasted. And I'm going to go ahead and click to the next. So all you had to do, like, yeah, I toasted oh, well, that's not the right one. Where is it? This one. Haha, this one. I toasted the baguettes after I brushed them with some olive oil. And then I chopped up all the vegetables, all the basil, the Parmesan, all the little garlic, and the olive oil, the balsamic vinegar, salt and pepper. Super, super good. And then stirred all that sumbitch up, and then presto. Super tasty. So right now, I'm going to have one of these, and then I'm going to take them out into the lounge and let people have them. So there you go. That's how the segment works. And for you guys, when I take that out there, I'll put the recipe up. I do have the lounge cam. I don't know if that's going to work. I can try. It might. Well, we'll see. Anyway, I hope I brought enough for the whole class. I definitely brought enough for me. I'm putting these out here long enough. I should have brought enough for all you guys, but you know, these little food segments are fun because not only does it give sometimes a little snack during the show, it you know, also gives you guys something to kind of think about and munch on when you got the munchies or you're trying to figure out what to do, how to consume, and all that. And anyway, here we go. Oh man, that's super good. I don't even lie. That's delicious. Man, you gotta check this recipe. Boy, y'all better make some of this. I will see if anybody wants some. I bet you I don't come back with much. That's chronic cooking. That's a new segment. I better pour off more juice. Oh wow, that's good. I'm gonna have to have a second one of these before I give them all away. People are gonna like just not spare any. I'll never see it again. This shit's gonna last like 5 minutes, if that. Probably end up a big mess everywhere too, but I'll get shit on. But hey, that's a segment. It's Pot TV. It's live. You never know what's going to happen. Okay, one more. Oh, that's too good. It doesn't even taste like weed either. Oh, yeah. Oh, so good. I'll be right back. Write that recipe down, y'all. It's good as shit. Okay. This was way easier when we had a co-host. Anyway, super tasty. Thanks to Miss Envy. Check them out, missenvy.ca. Get you some of that honest olive oil. Honest. It's honest. That's super good. Those things are gonna just fucking disappear. Okay. I had to run up to the stairs, up to the lounge, because up to the third store. Anyway, hope you guys like it. Hey, no fighting in my, you know the rules. No fighting in my chat room. You guys want to take your business outside, you guys can direct message each other. This is your opportunity to play nice or go play elsewhere. Otherwise, I'll time you both out. So please don't distract me. I got enough other shit to do. So, yeah, not for everybody, of course. I'm not even a super huge garlic fan and shit, but it's good. It's good. So, anyway, to everybody in general, just all y'all in the chat, just play nice. That's my verdict. That's my rule on my show. Everybody has to play nice. That was tasty. That was delicious. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you make it. Okay, so I guess pretty much one last thing, and we're about ready to roll. Well, not to get out of here, but I think, man. Let me see if I can reach it for my next segment here. I had actually planned to run the Ask an Expert segment that I had been promoting. I hope he's available. We'll see if this works. Sorry, a lot to coordinate. I got a bunch of things going on again. It's a lot to do as one person. Our final segment, I planned to run the new Ask an Expert segment. However, I ended up with some really great questions at the last minute, and some high-level experts said if I give them a couple days, they could help me out. So I decided to put on hold to next week, and instead, news around cannabis culture has been pretty big this week. We've got 2 new locations opening in Toronto this week. Yesterday, we opened the doors at 1184 Eglinton Avenue West. You might have seen the video. Maybe you haven't. So if you haven't, you should watch this. Where? Bing, right. So at this point, I was supposed to be getting Marc Emery, because he's in Toronto, to be my expert correspondent for the day and tell us about what he saw at the new 1184 Eglinton West location in Toronto that just opened up, as well as talk about the new 600 Church Street location due to open its doors today. Now that'd be 4 stores in Toronto. I'm trying to reach him via text. We're supposed to have him via Skype. I'm going to stall for a minute, see if he shows up. And you know what? While I'm doing that, while I'm stalling waiting for Marc to see if he actually gets a hold of us, if he does, we'll jump to the break. But you guys wanted to see me roll one of these clear rolling papers? Well, all right. Again, I don't know. They're a novelty, but he's right. They don't really stick that well. They're a little bit hard to work with. They're very particular, but if you want to see what one looks like anyway, there's a reason I don't burn them all the time. I think they burn things a little dark as well too. You know, it's a little sugary, right? So it leaves a bit behind. Also bubbles a little bit at the tips. So I definitely prefer using a smoking paper at all times for all my joints. But I will roll one of these anyway, just so you guys can see what it looks like yes. Filler, nothing but filler. But I haven't rolled a joint all day. What am I rolling, though? This is a bag from a guy. You want to see some of what a guy's weed looks like? Brought to you by some guy that I brought with me that isn't from a dispensary, that isn't from a LP. It isn't necessarily from a black market. It's definitely not from a gangster. It's from a grayish zone, really. But it's from a guy who knows what he's doing. And that's pretty good. So the issue with it is the trim and the overall and the whole bag doesn't look that good, but it brought down the price because it still smokes great. It's actually a pink. That's pretty good. So that's what it looks like. Oh, my guy is definitely better than anything that I've smoked from any one of the LPs so far. My guy is usually better than almost everything that I get at any dispensary ever, except for a couple here and there. And my guy is often featured in many of the dispensaries. So, whether you guys know it or not. And so, I really quite like my guy. But, still feeling. Da 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 da. Anyway, here we are. Doing what do we do? Gonna roll this weird little thing. So it's gonna look strange to you, but it'll be alright. A little bit tough, yeah, because there is no glue on them. So it's a way you kind of gotta get the paper to work with each other. Anyway, it's been a while since I rolled one. I don't have a ton of weed here. So I'm going to roll a Slimmy. See how it shakes out. Seeing if we can still reach Emeritos. Marcus. Are you here right now, my friend? Marcus. I don't see you anywhere on the internet. You are supposed to be here. This is not here. Oh well, oh well. Hello. 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 Hopefully he shows up. If not, we'll get more information next week about it. But what I could do is, let me jump to here and then... Yeah, so while we wait for him, why not, right? I have pictures of Church Street. We saw 801. No, we still don't 801. We saw 1184 Eglinton, the little video from there that's been circling around. So that was open yesterday, as far as I know. I think that was the plan. I think I saw the social media that went with it. Sorry, I was a little bit busy writing the show. I should know these things. But I believe it did, and you should check that out if you're in the Toronto. That's the third store. and that's part of the same franchise organization that 711 and 801 and 512 in Queen Street, East, West, and Vancouver are all part of, as well as Port Coquitlam, the oft-forgot-about but 2819 Shaughnessy. And don't forget the corporate stores, 307 West Hastings and 1674 Davie Street. That makes 8 locations now, as Marc Emery and Chris Goodwin, shouts to Chris and Aaron Goodwin for all their hard work, as well as the Prince of Pot, have decided to open up a location at 600 Church Street together. So Marc and Chris have added, yes, the 8th location into the fray as their own venture. So that is congratulations. If there's anybody who deserves a weed shop, you know, it's hard to argue with it being Marc Emery. Let's see. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. More fiddle. Don't think the autofocus is working. Anyway, yeah, so I was trying to get him on the Skype. He said, okay, no problem, no problem. He knew this was roughly the time zone. I sent him a text message. I've reached out to him over here. I'll give it one more minute, and then maybe I'll try and get him on the phone, and maybe we can just do a phone-in with him. And that might just be the better way to handle this. Anyway, I'm almost done rolling the joint. That said, very cool, yeah, so that's 8 locations. Yeah, 4 now in Toronto if you need access to everything you need and the weed, as well as, of course, yes, all the stores out here in the British Columbia, Vancouver area. Pretty cool, right? The expansion, 8 shops. 8 shops, that's not him. 8 shops in like 4 months. Expansion has gone quickly for the Emery cannabis culture, you know, in franchise locations, man. It's been very, very cool to be here and catch most of it along the way. Also, yeah, you want to see what a clear joint looks like? That's what a clear joint looks like. It just looks like weed. In a clear, shiny, it almost looks like it's in a straw. Kind of looks like it's in a clear straw. I'm going to put it under the joint can, because you've probably never seen this before. Blah! Where'd it go? There it is. Strange. See? So that's what that is. Right? So that's it. That's all. You can sort of see where it seals over at this end over here. Right in there somewhere. Yeah, this part over here where it sort of seals up. Anyway, they're all right. It's just weird, right? Anyway, it'll smoke okay. Like you said, they burn slow. But it just looks like a little plastic clear. Yeah, it looks like plastic wrap. But yeah, come on, guys. Seriously. I'd rather you guys stop doing this. It's annoying and it's distracting to me. Can you guys please, for the second time, shut the fuck up? I appreciate y'all being in here and shit, but goddamn, that stuff's annoying. Okay, so you know what? Let's see if we can get Marcus Aurelius on the phone here. I'm just going to give Marc a call, and fuck it. Fuck it.
It's Marc. Just leave a message. Thank you. After leaving a message, you can hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi, Mark. It's Craig calling from Pot TV Studio in Vancouver, your home base at 307 West Hastings, calling to see how things are out at 600 Church Street in Toronto and 1184 Eglinton as well in Toronto. See if we can chat with the man. Hopefully we still get a chance to catch you. We got a few minutes left for the show. If you get this, please get back to us. Pot TV is dying to hear from you. Thanks very much, big man. Shouts to the Prince. Peace. I know, I thought about it. I was going to be like, it's pizza. No. You'll hear that part too. Calyx Union, it was a good idea. Anyway, he might have been busy, probably helping somebody working. They're opening a new shop today, so chances are there's possibly he could be doing a news interview. He could be maybe eating because he's been doing a news interview all day. He could be working, helping customers. It is what it is. We try to make it happen. It's live on Fore TV. No, I definitely don't think the Prince is throwing shade, because I got all the message to be like, okay, no problem, I'm happy to do it. He actually asked me about promoting the opening of the new shop on the show, so it's all good. It's all good. The busy man, the Prince, will get to us if he gets to us. Otherwise, I'm going to move along. So yeah, so we were supposed to have him. Also, yes, the big news is coming up as well too. King and Blue Jay Way, the 5th Toronto location, opens up in another couple of weeks, another week or two. So there will be 5 cannabis culture locations in Toronto alone. I mean, 9 in the environment now. Very cool, man, to see the brand expand. More places we can help. Make sure you check out Marc Emery on social media accounts and support the Prince. We'll see if he comes back while we're working on the rest. I'm going to try and jump to the break. We'll see. This video isn't as popular, so I'm going to guess they maybe don't close me down. But if they do, let me know in the chat. I'll stop it, start it again, and we'll get it back. You sons of bitches. The show must go on. Fuck it, you, YouTube. You dirty sons of bitches. You try and mess with me. I don't mess with them. Clicking the buttons and son of bitches. Anyway, hi. It is September 1st, right? So, you know. You guys in the chat are funny. Yeah, you know, it's 1st of September. What are you going to do? Okay, so it was appropriate. It was a throw. We're going to kick this out too. So my strategy is to take some of these videos, take out the music breaks, and re-upload them so they all are re-available again for people to watch. I'll lose the initial views, but whatever. It's at least playable back. We'll make it happen, guys. It's in time. It's just bandwidth. Shit, come help me. This is what they look like when they're burning. Pretty normal. You can see the resin sort of film up a little bit. Of course, it's not focusing totally. It's a little extra black at the tip. They're okay. Again, it's weird, but you can just sort of see it changing color a little bit. They burn slow. It's a novelty. I find that, honestly, after a while, they give me headaches. But anyway, that is the clear paper. That is what they look like. If you want one, you can try them if you choose to do so. I, after years of experience, will be quite happy to stick with my smoking master papers. Shouts to smoking. Shouts to you guys for tuning in. Shouts to RC, Peter S, Tish, Mac, S, Oak, Anthropod S, Marvis, Parvis, High Mind, Info Warrior, Chilling Like a Villain, on and on. All the people who are in the chat all the time, man. We appreciate you guys coming through. No Mark to this point, so on with the show. We have been smoking items that are from the 420 Cup Judges Pack. The Cannabis Growers of Canada present their first annual 420 Golf. 420 Golf, 420 Golf, from the Cannabis Growers of... I'm not going to bother. No, he doesn't want me to do that. I'll shut the fuck up. Present their first annual 420 Golf and Cannabis Golf Tournament and Cannabis Golf Cup. If you're over the age of 19, you can join them on September 11, 2016 at the Squamish Valley Golf Club for a day of faded fun on the green with ganja. More information, visit fore20cup.com, aka 420cup.com. Check out Canna Growers, C-A-N-N-A Growers Can, Canna Growers Can for Canada, across social media, as well as cannagrowers.ca. Make sure you support these guys. Thank you very much for being here. Hey, one joint left. What do you know? We got one segment left. I don't know what it is, but it tastes like it's gonna be good. Should be good. Thank you, Peter S. Man, I appreciate that. I try. What else did I see in the chat? No, I don't think Stormy is going to be back very often. We might see her once in a while as a guest or an appearance for some promotion or stuff, but at this point, I don't think she'll be healthy enough to come back and co-host for some time, unfortunately. So, I saw something else in the show about a rolling cam. Well, I only have 6 inputs on the computer. I need one for the mouse, one for the keyboard. That leaves 4 cameras. I have a main cam and a guest cam. That leaves 2 cameras. I have one for the bud cam. That leaves 1 camera. And today I needed it for the potential Skype chat that I wanted to have with Marc. So no room for a rolling cam. I used to have one, but then I incorporated with the bud cam because it made me more effective. But anyway, we can always switch it up at some point. You figure a way to give me extra USB ports in this, we'll talk about it. Okay, so on with the show. Those are so fun. In the news, and look, I talked about it a couple weeks ago, and here the someone mentions is, yeah, buddy. Now, can the iPad keep up? Well, if they can't, I've at least got this as the backups, but hopefully, I should have done it a minute ago. Turn off airplane mode. Oh yes, we're on airplane mode because it's supposed to charge the batteries faster. This one. Medical cannabis to be legalized in Australia from November. Oh yeah, still loading. Oh come on, connect to the internet, you piece of shit. I should have done this while I was stalling for time. Now I must stall for time once again while I reconnect to more of the interwebs. Hello, interwebs. This is my iPad. It needs to talk to you for a couple minutes. We're going to borrow some of your wires and magicness and going to jump on here. And Craig's going to look at some fucking news. Loading. Hey, medicinal cannabis to be legalized in Australia from November, but strictly controlled, of course. From a formal decision this week reached by the Therapeutic Goods Administration, the final decision was published Wednesday, paving the way for a drug to be legalized for medicinal use as the federal government works towards creating a national regulator. Clinical trials have shown information that we've all heard a million times. And the point is, Australia moving towards full legalized medical cannabis. Step in a direction. Yes, for Stormy, her lung infection dealie never really healed properly, and her doctor's like, you can't be around smoking, you can't be smoking. And it's really been hard for her because she likes smoking, and vaping doesn't really do it for her. So all she's left with is basically edibles and stuff all the time, and she's just can smoke very rarely and very limited amounts, and just being in a room with me smoking joints is bad enough, let alone her doing it, and it just, anyway, doctor's orders. Sucks. Okay, next. Pennsylvania governor urges the decriminalization of cannabis. All right, Pennsylvania governor. Tom Wolf said Monday that Pennsylvania needs to decriminalize small amounts of cannabis possession. He remains guarded about the kind of recreational legalization that's in place in several other western states. But he said, I think we need while some cities have stopped arresting people for possessing small amounts and prosecutors have been downgrading it as a crime, the state should act because too many people are still going to prison for marijuana possession, Wolf says. I think we need to do more in a systematic fashion. There are too many people who are going to prison because of the use of very modest amounts or carrying modest amounts of marijuana, and that's clogging up our prisons. It's destroying families and it's hurting our economy, so I think decriminalization is the first step. Well, hey. Okay, better. Thank you very much, Pennsylvania Governor guy. It's a step in direction. You're in Pennsylvania, support that dude for now, or at least check into it or learn more about it. I mean, he could be, have some ulterior motives. You never know how some people go, but hey, if that's the idea, man, yeah, people should not be getting arrested for fucking pot. Any amounts, really, but certainly not small amounts. Medical marijuana. New York is set to approve home delivery of cannabis. Medical marijuana program in New York is expanding to include home delivery to patients. The state's Department of Health will soon allow nurse practitioners to obtain cannabis and bring it to patients who are unable to leave their homes. So since the first medicinal cannabis dispensaries opened in New York starting in January, over 7,000 patients have been approved for the treatment. Since then, Health Commissioner Zucker has looked for ways to improve the program for both the patients and health practitioners. They say since launching the program, the department has worked closely with doctors, patients, and registered organizations to gather information relative to strengthening the program in anticipation of a required 2-year report. So they've gone on to say about they're looking at their changes to the medical marijuana program, because their medical marijuana program, based on a forthcoming report that they want to do. Anyway, if you need it, you can get help in New York with the deliveries. Kind of like that. I like it when weed comes to you and you don't have to go to the weed. That's very handy. I mean, sometimes you don't have the best selection at that point, but it's quite convenient anyway. California pot growers look to establish a champagne region, if you will, along with other marijuana applications. So much like true champagne only comes from the Champagne region of France and everything else is a sparkling wine. Mendocino area farmers want Emerald Triangle recognized as for its superior product. Mendocino farmers are taking the leaf out of France's book and plotting to arrange a champagne of weed and other applications for cannabis from the Emerald Triangle of Northern California. Pot grown in the region is a unique product and appeals to discerning stoner palates, some farmers suggest. So they're trying to protect their reputation and all the history and all the hard work that's gone in the triangle. And so they looking to establish it as a brand in general and a standard that cannot be duplicated anywhere else in the world. And you know what? I think that's pretty fucking badass. In the coming weeks and months, we will definitely talk to some trianglers. Don't you worry. I got the links coming. The next story is about this right here. Cannabis seeds, a new image. New study shows weed makes workers less prone to absenteeism. Now we've mentioned that people have less medical issues and take less sick days who smoke cannabis at work previously, but new study suggests that look at sick day statistics revised real surprising data. They are using fewer sick days since their states have legalized marijuana, now up to an overall 8% decrease in employees using sick days in 24 states. I think it's funny, I think it was 6% last time, and then you look at another one, 13% reduction in employing using them, with fewer restrictions overall by the time they look, that's what it is. Now when they look at the bigger picture, when you look at the rest of the country with more relaxed laws, over 13%. I mean, pretty significant, and we've got some questions. The reason I pulled this story is because I was going to do the Ask the Expert. Some pretty big questions about workplace and weed are starting to come into how do I get my employers to deal with my cannabis consumption. That's a hot topic, and that's something we're going to get further into on more shows. We're going to ask some experts all about that. Cannabis will be the new must-have beauty ingredient, researchers predict. When it comes to the buzz ingredients, the beauty industry loves anything quirky. That is true. You will see countless individuals, generally mostly ladies, who spend a lot of time in these quite overly elaborate makeup stores out here that I can only imagine the marketing and money that goes behind to get these lovely ladies who look fabulous on their own to put on a bunch of makeup to cover up what they naturally are beautifully for here and all about. Anyway, the shit that we buy into. But nevertheless, they do like quirky. Hence the fascination with things like bee venom, placentas, snail mucus, all these fucking awful things that they've tried to put in. I mean, come on, man. I got a friend who does Botox for people, and, you know, sort of his bread and butter. I don't want to shit on his deal, but, I mean, you know, you're injecting like poisons and stuff in your body, and I don't... Whatever, not for me. Anyway, it now seems cannabis, if the predictions from the trend forecasters are right, will be the cannabis, yes, will be the next one, will be the big deal. So the next must-have, while hemp seed oil has been around for years, the Body Shop has an entire range dedicated to it, actually. They do hemp balm or something. I've seen people use it. Beauty brands are now looking into marijuana as a treatment for acne, amongst other things. Miss Envy's been rocking the Fabulous Botanicals for a while, and their Buddha butter basically works on fucking everything that works, and it's super soft. But, I mean, I shouted at Tim McBride. Tim McBride put cannabis oil on a mole on his face, and 3 days later it was gone. What do you want, man? It's no big deal to me that it's got anti-aging properties. I'm in my 40s. And some people think I look in my late 20s, early 30s, mid-30s. I think I look good. Don't be surprised to see more and more health and beauty products coming with various degrees of cannabis in them. You'll see it coming. Return to homepage. I just want to ask the expert. No, man. No. What are you doing, dog? What are you doing? What's going on here? What was the next story, man? Oh, okay, fuck it. We don't even need to go to that. Fuck you guys. They blocked something out. Don't worry. Next province over, 600 miles east of here, 1,000 kilometers to the east. In Calgary, monthly marijuana cooking class teaches Calgarians to cook with cannabis. Recipes include cannabis oils, flour, and butter. Well, if you can't make it your own, you can always get some fabulous olive oil from Miss Envy and their honest materials. A group of Calgarians took part in a special cooking class Saturday to learn to cook with marijuana. Crystal Gooding explained her recipe for Canada coconut oil, infused marijuana. All this all happened at the 420 clinic in Inglewood for a cooking class last week. Pretty cool. Calgary is not the most progressive of places in the world. But if you are interested into it, they're good for a lot of people who don't want to obviously consume or smoke, who are irritated by that, treat pain and stuff. So, I mean, shit, we just gave that whole bruschetta to everybody, and they're going to love it, and they're going to be high as fuck, and it's going to be fun for everybody. But anyway, they're going to be doing it once a month. So check out the 420 Clinic in Inglewood. If you're in Calgary and you want to know how to cook with the marijuanas, go check out one of these classes, man. It's fun. We're going to do some videos on it, but it's not quite the same as being there. And then the last one, if you got balls of steel, or maybe dumber than a stump, or fuck it, nothing to hide, and you're proud of what you want to do, see, because it's all perspective, really, when it comes down to it. The DEA is looking to hire cannabis growers for research. The fuck? Have you ever thought about growing cannabis for the federal government? Probably not. I doubt many of us have and thought it would ever be a possibility. And yet now it is. For years the government has had only a single marijuana grower in the entire country located in the University of Mississippi. And now they need to start expanding. And oh, the fucking thing just skipped to the next link. And I gotta go back now. Come on, move it back. Anyway, it goes on to say more things like, yes, the University of Mississippi had grown enough for what the limited amount of research that was being done on marijuana. But now they need more research done on marijuana, so they need more marijuana grown for them so it can be researched. So they're reaching out. In the future, the industry definitely starts with research. The opportunity to help progress this acceptance, the elevation, the professionalism of the medical cannabis industry really starts with research. So DEA is apparently now under the impression that it's finally time to start some serious research, and they are realizing that small bits of limited information about cannabis just won't cut it. No fucking kidding. Anyway, if you want to grow weed for the DEA, there is some of the information that you're available to it. You know, obviously there's going to be full it's basically a full compliance for commercial growers situation, which, you know, is not as simple as the article make it sound, but it's kind of funny, and the reason it caught my eye. The DEA is looking to hire cannabis growers for research. Well, sort of. Mostly you can go do it. Anyway, if you want to go do it, check it out. If you're in the States and you can make that happen, fuck, that is your choice if you're over the age of 19 and that's something that you choose to do. Let me see. Where are we? Back to the take this sumbitch off now. Blah. Updates? Still no Marcus, so we continue. Okay, updates. Yes. This week, 2 articles from Ashley Priest and James Priest at Cannabis. That Poison is Not Pot by Ashley. Cannabis is Changing Lives Forever by James. More features coming Sunday. Also, I think something from Ming, Ganja Babe, is coming from Sunday as well, too, potentially. Be sure to check them out at Cannalance across social media, as well as apriest87 and Cannalancer710 on Twitter. And congrats to James on being named the new editor-in-chief at weedmeme.com. Congratulations, buddy. That's massive. And shouts to Philip from Weedmeme, a previous guest on the show, and shouts to James, our expert contributor. Funny how an expert guest, or a previous show guest, and an expert contributor hooked up, and now one is the editor-in-chief of the other. Congratulations to both of you. It's a marvelous fit. Weed Meme, you did yourselves a favor by getting yourself a hand on James, or getting a hold of James. And James, congratulations, man. It's a big thing. Congrats to you. It's Ashley. Moving forward, congratulations. Support them both. Support everybody. Next week, maybe, I haven't yet to confirm it, but we're supposed to. We'll see. The upcoming LIFT conference is coming up, so we're supposed to maybe have some people who will come down for that. And we're definitely going to smoke some products that we know at this point now for sure from the 420 Judges Pack, because we're supposed to get that on Monday, so that'll be super cool. But anyway, we'll see if we get these LIFT guys out here on Sunday. If they do, they don't, they don't. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully they show up. It'd be interesting to hear about what they've got coming for this one. Yeah, I know, Shane. The show did fell off that Stormy's gone, man. Yeah, it was, it's unfortunate. We do miss her. The amount of episodes she was here for was great to have her, and it's certainly nice to have an extra dynamic, an extra pair of hands. But, you know, this is episode 56, and done it for a long time before. I'll continue to do it as long as I need to, and we appreciate everybody who else appreciates it. If you feel we fell the fuck off, then you can step the fuck off. Anytime. Also, next week, also, and check me for fair and equal and fine. Previous show guest Freddie Pritchard, the same weekend of LIFT, is actually planning a LIFT peaceful assembly against the event, out front of the event, Saturday, September 17th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. outside the Vancouver Convention Center, 1055 Cannabis Place. Due to the licensed producers attending and a dissatisfaction with how LIFT and their resource centers operate, Freddie and his hard-living, hard-driving activist ways are going to go set up camp and express his point of view. And you know what? Power to him. If you were interested in coming to the event, or you're interested in speaking out against the event, either way is your right and your choice. For me here, either way, the convention center is going to be the spot for the 17th and 18th here in Vancouver for everything that's weedy going on in town. If you want to check it out one way or the other, now you have 2 options. You can go and support LIFT and check it out. You can go and show your distaste with the overall cannabis climate in Canada and support Freddie and his Free the Weed movement. Shouts to previous show guests, shouts to folks we've worked with before. I know both parties. Everybody has their opinions and reasons and ways to operate. We're neutral as fuck over here. I don't really give a damn what you do. I'm just showing y'all what's going on. This is just a finger on the pulse of pot. So, anyway, you guys have choices. That's all I'm saying. Either way, that's going to be the place to be. And we'll be there. I'll probably be inside, probably catching some of the activities that go on in there, probably catch some panels and stuff like that, maybe a little less of the wandering around. And definitely, if we've got cart beasts there, we'll pull them outside and we'll go interview Freddie right out there in the same broadcast. I'll put the protest and the keynote address on the same broadcast. I don't care. That's just because I'm in between, and hey, you're over the age of 19, so you can choose to do whatever the fuck you choose to do. I'm going to do me. And I appreciate that you guys just paying attention to what I do from time to time. It's really cool. That said, that's about it for the show. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Who do we got here? We got Fester Weed, Chill Nigga Villain, Peter S., Silver Lake, Doob TX, Gabby, Scab, Tree, Mixed Gabbysons, Matty Mo, Hive Mind, Marvis Parvis. I saw Isabel S. in there. I saw Professor Weed. I saw John Farrow in there earlier. Other people who I've probably said their names over and over. Thank you very much for the support, guys. I do put in a lot of work, and I do know that you guys appreciate it, so that's why I do it. And fucking, you know, it definitely doesn't go the way I want it all the time. Believe me, the shit that you guys don't know about that doesn't happen blows my mind sometimes. But anyway, be damned. Congratulations on the smoking shit. I hope they enjoyed the bruschetta upstairs. I hope you guys enjoyed it if you tasted. Get you some Miss Envy. Get all that stuff. Credits. For more on our guests, make sure you please, thank you so much for Ian from the Canada Growers Association of Cannabis Growers of Canada, Can Growers Executive Director, Ian Dawkins, Ian.Dawkins on Instagram. Also check out Canada Growers Can, Twitter.com, Instagram.com, CanadaGrowers.ca, and the 420 Cup. Also, well, we didn't get a chance to talk to him. Make sure you support the Prince, Marc Scott Emery, Twitter and Instagram. And yeah, for more information, you'll be able to check out more on the new Toronto dispensaries. What'll be basically 3 new dispensaries in Toronto in 2 weeks. 1184 Eglinton, 600 Church Street, and King and Blue Jay Way. It's like one something King. I don't know. My math is bad. Be damned, I do have money for shipping. Where do you live, by the way, anyway? Tell me. Oh, thank you, Peter. Oh, please. You guys are too kind. Don't stop. Keep it going. Don't stop. Keep it going. We're going to do the dab in a minute here, yes. Also, yes, well, please regularly visit me. expertjoints.com, at expertjoints. Easy to find. This guy, hey. East of YYC. Oh, yeah, that's doable. No worries. I don't know. Tony Greenhand. I know the name. I think. Anyway, you guys see, distracting. The chat was fucking crazy. Shows to the Medtainers, the Sublimators, the Bovidas, and the Crop King Seeds, Med TV, Pot TV sponsors. Wow, I'm high at this point. Glacier Gold, thanks for the dab rig. Also, I'll make sure every week you check out what's on Pot TV. Monday, the 420 Lifestyle with Carly Marley at 4 p.m. Wednesday, From Under the Seed Desk with Greg Williams, Marijuana Man, Ali Alchemist, and Kush Queen, usually in between Wednesdays at 4. Thursday, that's me. I'll be back here again next week, 4:20 p.m. And, of course, tomorrow and every Friday, Cannabis Culture News, Jeremiah Vanderweer, the heady Ewok, editor-in-chief himself, 4 p.m. Fridays. Also, CannabisCulture.com, CannabisCultureAQ.com, at CannabisCulture, Pot.tv, on and on and on and on and on. That's basically the show. Whoa. I got nothing except thank you very much, and hit the music. Peace.